Welcome to Google. Thanks for using our products and services. The services are provided by Google LLC, Google, located at 1600 Amphitheater Parkway, Mountain View, California, 94043, United States.
The services.
By using our services, you are agreeing to these terms. Please read them carefully. Our services are very diverse, so sometimes additional terms or product requirements, including age requirements, may apply. Additional terms will be available with the relevant services, and those additional terms become part of your agreement with us if you use those services.
And instead will be
Using our services, you must follow any policies made available to you within the services, or don't misuse our services. For example, don't interfere with our services or try to access them using a method other than the interface and the instructions that we provide. You may use our services only as permitted by law, including applicable export and re-export control laws and regulations. We may suspend or stop providing our services to you if you do not comply with our terms or policies, or if we are investigating suspected misconduct. Using our services does not give you ownership of any intellectual property rights in our services or the content you access. You may not use content from our services unless you obtain permission from its owner or are otherwise permitted by law. These terms do not grant you the right to use any branding or logos used in our services. Don't remove, obscure, or alter any legal notices displayed in or along with our services. In connection with your use of the services, we may send you service announcements, administrative messages, and other information. You may opt out of some of those communications. Some of our services are available on mobile devices. Do not use such services in a way that distracts you and prevents you from obeying traffic or safety laws. Your Google account. You may need a Google account in order to use some of our services. You may create your own Google account, or your Google account may be assigned to you by an administrator, such as your employer or educational institution. If you are using a Google account assigned to you by an administrator, different or additional terms may apply, and your administrator may be able to access or disable your account. To protect your Google account, keep your password confidential. You are responsible for the activity that happens on or through your Google account. Try not to reuse your Google account password on third-party applications. If you learn of any unauthorized use of your password or Google account, follow these instructions. Privacy and copyright protection. Google's privacy policies explain how we treat your personal data and protect your privacy when you use our services. By using our services, you agree that Google can use such data in accordance with our privacy policies. We respond to notices of alleged copyright infringement and terminate accounts of repeat infringers according to the process set out in the U.S. Digital Millennium Copyright Act. We provide information to help copyright holders manage their intellectual property online. If you think somebody is violating your copyrights and want to notify us, you can find information about submitting notices and Google's policy about responding to notices in our Help Center. Your content in our services. Some of our services allow you to upload, submit, store, send, or receive content. You retain ownership of any intellectual property rights that you hold in that content. In short, what belongs to you stays yours. When you upload, submit, store, send, or receive content to or through our services, you give Google and those we work with a worldwide license to use, host, store, reproduce, modify, create derivative works, communicate, publish, publicly perform, publicly display, and distribute such content. Your content works better with our services. Communicate, publicly perform, worldwide license to host, reproduce, modify, create derivative works, communicate, publicly perform, publicly display, distribute, communicate, host, use, store, worldwide license, reproduce, modify, create derivative works, communicate, publish, publicly perform, publicly display, and distribute such content. The rights you grant in this license are for the limited purpose of operating, promoting, and improving our services and to develop new ones. This license continues even if you stop using our services. For example, for a business listing you have added to Google Maps. Our automated systems analyze your content, including to provide you personally relevant product features such as customized search results, tailored advertising, and spam and malware detection. This analysis occurs as the content is sent, received, and when it is stored. You can find more information about how Google uses and stores content in the privacy policy or additional terms for particular services. If you submit feedback or suggestions about our services, we may use your feedback or suggestions without obligation to use them.